A little boy from Kentucky had an amazing day hearing for the very first time. On this week's edition of Today's Health, we learn how the Elizabethtown Toddlers been on a bit of a journey at such a young age and taking an emotional step forward. Reporter Myra Ansari was there when Connor Higgins heard for the first time.
Connor Higgins loves to laugh, loves to have fun. He's the center of his parents' world.
He is definitely the best thing that's ever happened to us.
Early on, Hope and Jacob knew something wasn't right.
When we would try to talk to him and stuff, he wouldn't have really any eye contact.
In 2016, Connor was diagnosed with auditory neuropathy.
Basically where his brain waves and his sound waves do not link up.
He's typically developing, except he can't hear. We believe is present from birth.
He's been living in a world of silence and not knowing his name, not being able to hear us say, "I love you." It's been really hard.
Connor has been communicating by gestures and making noises. Hearing aids didn't work. So in August, he had bilateral cochlear implant surgery. Now he's at Open Arms Children's Health, a service of Home of the Innocents, to get his cochlear implants turned on for the first time.
Knowing that he might be able to hear today is awesome.
You can imagine they're also a little nervous. Dr. Shelley Motes walked them through how the cochlear implants work, a few tests,
and if we don't, there it is,
a fitting. And once his implants were turned on, Hope wanted the first words he would hear to be,
Connor, Mommy, and Daddy love you.
Connor doesn't know words and what they mean, but he is noticing loud noises.
Listen. Did you hear it? That's a good boy. You didn't see him, but his eyes just went.
You hear him?
Really
You hear
good
him?
that you bring up.
You hear him?
Yeah, he's like, you see.
Mom and Dad didn't want Connor to feel different.
That's right.
They got something to match his cochlear implant, tattoos.
Yeah. Hey.
So he's like, I don't understand why yours doesn't come off. What's going on with that?
It's okay.
Yeah, Daddy's got one too, see? Look, Daddy's got one too.
See? When she made the loud sound and I seen his eyes and I seen him look to see where it was coming from, that makes me really hopeful. I'm really excited.
Connor has a long road ahead of him with many follow-up appointments and speech therapy. The homework his parents have is to make a lot of noise. Hope said they were going home and watching Connor's favorite movie, Secret Life of Pets, turned up loud. In other health news this morning, a new study sheds light on which practice drills may be risky for young football players. Researchers at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center measured the head impact suffered by 9 players during one season of practice. The largest number of blows occurred during contact drills with multiple players, but the hardest hits took place during open field tackling drills. Experts say these findings could help coaches determine which drills should be modified during practice. Primary care doctors spend more than half of their workday doing paperwork. New data shows physicians spent nearly 6 hours a day logged onto the electronic health record system both during and after clinic hours. Most of this time was spent on patient documentation, clerical tasks, and communicating with coworkers. That's it for this week's edition of Today's Health, and coming up on KPVI News Today, we take a look at your KPVI News Today headlines.